Hello, today we'll be talking about Monferno, the first of two firefighting Pokemon introduced in Gen 4, the other being its evolution, Infernape. Monferno is also the first Fire-type evolution, Fighting-type Pokemon in evolution, Fighting-type Pokemon that evolves, and Dual-type second-stage Pokemon introduced in Gen 4, being the evolution of Chimchar, who evolves at level 14. Its previous PYC dates are March 23rd, 1997, January 12th, 2000, November 2nd, 2002, August 23rd, 2005, June 13th, 2008, April 4th, 2011, January 23rd, 2014, November 13th, 2016, September 4th, 2019, and June 25th, 2022. While I would normally say that I most know Monferno as Ash Ketchum's Pokemon, I genuinely don't remember that part of the anime. I definitely remember Ash having a Chimchar, and I definitely remember Ash having a Infernape, but for some reason, I don't remember the time when it was a Monferno. Anyway, I think it's interesting that the evolution line becomes more monkey-like with each stage. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we talk about Monferno, the playful Pokemon. His number is 0391. This is what it looks like. Its type is Fire Fighting. Abilities: Blaze and Iron Fist is his ability. Gender ratio is 87.5% male and 12.5% female. Catch rate is 45 or 11.9%. Breeding is egg groups, field and human-like. Hatch time 20 cycles. Height is 2'11" or 0.9 meters. Weight is 48.5 pounds or 22 kilograms. Base experience yield is 142, regardless. Leveling rate is medium slow. Yield is 2, 1 in special attack and 1 in speed. Shape is that, footprint is that. Pokédex color is brown and base friendship is 70. So as I kind of mentioned yesterday, I think the reason why it's classified as brown is because no orange. So that was like the closest they could come up with. Also, this one has a little bit more of a brown body, I guess, than that one does. Monferno is a dual-type fire-fighting Pokemon introduced in Gen 4. It evolves from Chimchar, starting at level 14, and evolves in Infernape, starting at level 36. Biology: Monferno is a bipedal, primate-like Pokemon. Orange fur covers most of its body, except for its ears. Muzzle, fingers, circular areas on its palms, feet, and chest, which are tan. A small tuft of fur extends from the top of Monferno's head, and it has oval, brown eyes. Its eyes have thick blue markings above and a small red marking in between. Its muzzle is short and blunt, with 2 small pointed teeth in its upper jaw. There is a white ruff of fur around its neck and gold bands around its arms, near its shoulders. It has 5 fingers on each hand, but only 3 toes on each foot. Its long tail has a red ring around the base and a flame burning at the tip. The flame on Monferno's tail has several purposes. Primarily, it can be controlled to keep opponents at an ideal distance or stretched in order to make Monferno appear larger. The size of its flame, in combination with the brightness of its facial marking, indicates this Pokemon's position in its pack. The bigger the flames and the brighter the pattern, the higher the Pokemon's position. In addition to using its flame tail as a weapon, Monferno can also leap from ceilings or walls to perform aerial attacks. Evolution: Monferno evolves from Chimchar and evolves into Infernape, so Chimchar, Monferno, Infernape. Game data: Pokédex entries in Gen 4 and Diamond. To intimidate attackers, it stretches the fire on its tail to make itself appear bigger. Pearl. It uses ceilings and walls to launch aerial attacks. Its fiery tail is but one weapon. Platinum. It skillfully controls the intensity of the fire on its tail to keep its foes at an ideal distance. Heart Gold and Soul Silver. A bigger fire on its tail and a brighter blue pattern on its face means its rank in its pack is higher. The Gen 5 Pokédex entries are Platinum's. In Gen 6, so is X's. Y is Pearl's entry. Omega Ruby is Platinum's, the Gen 5 entries, and X's entry. Alpha Sapphires is Pearl's and Y's entry. In Gen 8, Brilliant Diamond. To intimidate attackers, it expands the fire on its tail to make itself appear bigger. Shining Pearl. It uses ceilings and walls to launch aerial attacks. Its fiery tail is but one of its weapons. Legends Arceus. The deeper the blue on its face, the more powerful it will grow to become. It leaps about every which way and lands powerful blows against its opponents with the flame on its tail. In Gen 9, Scarlet is Platinum, the Gen 5, X, and Alpha Sapphire's entries. Violet. A bigger fire on its tail and a brighter blue pattern on its face means it holds a higher rank in its troop. Monferno, the Blueberry Pokédex. It's kind of fun. You get a bunch of Monferno and some Chimchar. That's very well done. In the snow environment. Game locations, side game locations. Held items in Legends Arceus for normal. It has the Citrus Berry 25% of the time, Spoiled Apricorn 15% of the time, Grid items by level, Alpha EXP Candy M 100% of the time, Seed to Mastery 20% of the time, Grid items by level. Some don't know how the math works. Stats: base stats, HP 64, Attack 78, Defense 52, Special Attack 78, Special Defense 52, Speed 81, for a total of 405. Pokeathlon stats. Type effectiveness: damage normally by normal, fighting, poison, rock, ghost, electric, dragon, and fairy. Weak to flying, ground, water, and psychic all for double. Immune to nothing, resistant to bug for a fourth, and steel, fire, grass, ice, and dark all for half. Learn set by leveling up. We'll do this Evo here, and then go down to 16. So upon evolution, it gets Mach Punch. 16, it gets Fury Swipes. 19, Flame Wheel. 26, Faint. 29, Torment. 36, Close Combat. 39, Fire Spin. 46, Acrobatics. 49, Slack Off. And 56, Flare Blitz. By TM, since this has a different typing than its pre-evolution, we'll read them. TM001 Takedown, 3 Fake Tears, 4 Agility, 5 Mud Slap, 7 Protect, 12 Low Kick, 14 Acrobatics, 18 Thief, 24 Fire Spin, 25 Facade, 32 Swift, 36 Rock Tomb, 38 Flame Charge, 39 Low Sweep, 43 Fling, 47 Endure, 49 Sunny Day, 55 Dig, 58 Brick Break, 59 Zen Headbutt, 60 U-Turn, 61 Shadow Claw, 64 Bulk Up, 67 Fire Punch, 68 Thunder Punch, 70 Sleep Talk, 73 Drain Punch, 80 Metronome, 81 Grass Knot, 83 Poison Jab, 85 Rest, 86 Rock Slide, 87 Taunt, 88 Swords Dance, 102 Gunk Shot, 103 Substitute, 107 Will-O-Wisp, 116 Stealth Rock, 118 Heat Wave, 122 Encore, 125 Flame Thrower, 130 Helping Hand, 134 Reversal, 140 Nasty Plot, 141 Fire Blast, 144 Fire Pledge, 157 Overheat, 150 Focus Blast, 165 Flare Blitz, 167 Close Combat, 171 Terror Blast, 179 Smackdown, 181 Knockoff, 184 Vacuum Wave, 191 Uproar, 192 Focus Punch, 195 Burning Jealousy, 199 Lash Out, 203 Psych Up, 204 Double Edge, 205 Endeavor, 207 Temper Flare, and 229 Upper Hand. By breeding, we're skipping nothing by a prior evolution, TCG only moves, Fire Fang on this card, side game data, you got all this. Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Volme in the browser entry. It spits embers and blobs of fire to attack. Guardian Signs. It attacks by spinning fire. Got all this. New Pokemon Snap in the Photodex entry. Monferno always want to be the toughest in their pack, so they like harsh environments that toughen them up. That's why you can find them training in steep, dangerous places around the volcano. Evolution data, Chimchar, level 14, Monferno, level 36, Infernape. Sprites here, so a little darker, a lot more brown, actually. Well, yeah, more or less the same. I mean, a little bit slightly different. But yeah, more or less the same. And we got this sort of pink and purple, and I guess red for shiny here. It's sort of yellow body, a lot like shiny Chimchar's was. I don't think I mentioned that. And Gen 5, get the full back sprites. Oh, you can see the red marking around, yeah, still. So, that's a little bit, not great animation that it moves up and down like that. Yep. Gen 6, you get the models. Pretty good adaptation, it's not this kind of orange. Yeah. Gen 7, not really much changes. Gen 8, this game's models. Okay. And homes, you got these models. Animation. Monferno in Pokemon the series, Diamond and Pearl. Ash's Monferno is the big one. Flint's Monferno is another big one. Pokedex entries. So, I've already recorded this first one in the anime. So, if you're new here, what I'll do is I will cut to that one and then read the second one.
Monferno, the playful Pokemon in the evolved form of Chimchar. Monferno launches aerial attacks off of ceilings and walls, and its fiery tail is used as one of its weapons.
In Diamond and Pearl, episode 132, in Dawn's Pokedex. Monferno, the playful Pokemon in the evolved form of Chimchar. It controls its flaming tail to keep its opponent at an ideal distance when battling. In the manga, Monferno in Pokemon Adventures. GCG. Trivia. Monferno shares its category with Pancham. They are both known as the playful Pokemon. I read the second point in the Chimchar video. Origin, Monferno may be based on a golden snub-nosed monkey or a mandrill, a primate similar to a baboon. It also appears to be a direct impression of the monkey Kung Fu, a type of martial arts, which could explain its fighting type. Name origin, Monferno, may be a combination of monkey and inferno. Mokuzaru may be a combination of Mocha, roaring flames, and Saru, monkey. In other languages, I see also references, external links. Let's move on. Now let's watch Monferno's first scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 554, Camping It Up. In this episode, Ash Ketchum, the main characters, family companions Brock and Dawn, have entered a summer academy for Pokemon training to, help them train their Pokemon. And here he has met Angie, and they have both grabbed a Pokeball from a box of random Pokeballs, and she is about to release the Pokemon. Here's the Monferno.
Cool, it's a Monferno.
Monferno, the playful Pokémon in the evolved form of Chimchar. Monferno launches aerial attacks off of ceilings and walls, and its fiery tail is used as one of its weapons.
Angie's the name. Nice to meet you.
Looks like you rubbed Pokemon the wrong way, too.
Be quiet.
Okay, so I would say that is Monferno's first scene in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's talk about the TCG. I have one Monferno card. It's the first Monferno card design. It was illustrated by Ken Sugimori. In Sugimori fashion, it's just the official image on a, well, I wouldn't say cool background, but it certainly isn't the worst for it, just because it's a picture of clouds at sunset. Monferno has 70 HP. It's 2'11" and 48.5 pounds. Since this is our first evolution card in this generation, I'll point out that this is a second stage card, which means to play this card, the player must first have a Chimchar card and play it on top of that one. Monferno has two moves, Flame Dance and Fury Swipes. Flame Dance isn't a move in the video games. On this card, it costs 1 fire energy and hits for 30 damage. The player then searches their discard pile for a fire energy and attaches it to Monferno. Since I already talked about how Fury Swipes works in the video games, I'll just talk about how it works on this card. On this card, Fury Swipes cost 2 of any energy. The player flips 3 coins for every heads. The player gets... The move does times 20 damage, so this move can do 0, 20, 40, or 60 damage. Monferno is weak to water for plus 20 damage, which mimics its weakness to water in the video games. It has no resistance, which is odd since it could have been resistant to grass, metal, fire, and darkness, as it's resistant to bug, often classified as grass in the TCG, steel, called metal in the TCG, fire, grass, and dark, called darkness in the TCG, in the video games. It costs no energies for Monferno to retreat. Its description reads, "To intimidate attackers, it stretches the fire on its tail to make itself appear bigger." This is the Pokédex entry in Pokemon Diamond. In the bottom right corner, there's the Diamond and Pearl expansion symbol. It's level 18. In the video games, it would be 18 levels from evolving into Infernape. Speaking of Infernape, I don't have an Infernape card, so the next Pokemon with a card I'll be talking about is Piplup. Now let's see why other people love Monferno. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody said in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who aren't familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until we find an image that doesn't contain a Monferno. Since these first two don't contain a Monferno, we'll start with this third one. So this is Moonbow Dragon by Hachel. So this Monferno here looks like it's running through some rings of fire or something. That's fun. Then we've got Monferno, Chimchar, and Infernape by Francis John. So this nice image of a Monferno, Chimchar, and Infernape in their stylized style. Then we've got Monferno and Azumarill by It's Galaxy 365. So these Monferno and Azumarill and like the model version, I guess. And I don't know who these two people are, maybe the artists. Then we've got Monferno 2D by 22T Jones. So this sort of flat version of Monferno here. Then we've got Monferno Accidentally Punch on Thomas by 22T Jones. So this fun little combination of Monferno punching Thomas the Tank Engine. Very interesting. Then we've got Monferno by Sarah Richford. So we got this nice image of a Monferno and a shiny Monferno here posing. Yeah. Then we've got Monferno and Infernape gained the Aura type by Eric GL 1996. So I guess it's sort of their alternate version, and maybe some Aura type is something that they created, I don't know. But, you know, Chimchar, Fire type, Monferno, Fire/Aura type, Infernape, Fire/Aura type. Pokemon DPE 153, Monferno by Gui D. Rosso. I'm pretty sure this is just a screenshot from the anime, but very nice one. Pokemon DPE 163, Monferno 2 by Gui D. Rosso. So just more images of Monferno from the anime here. Very nice images. They've got Monferno, Pokemon Gen 4 by Vertel, so I don't know if this is an actual model or the one they've made, but it's still it's very good. And we've got Pokemon Anime Series, Zack and Cody by Alex Rule 77, so they're sort of fan art version of Zack and Cody from the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody in the Pokemon world, like what their Pokemon be. So we got a Monferno eating some berries here, a couple Eevee, a Primplup eating a berry as well, Brazen, Yanmega, Houndoom, Alolan Ninetales, and I think the Elegant Pattern Vivillon. Yes, very nice image here. Then we've got Monferno, Paper Mario style by Vin Cha Le, 1997. So, yeah, that's just nice Monferno with an outline, kind of how Super Mario does it. At least the newer ones do, anyway. And I've got number 142, Pokemon Evolution Line, Monkeys on Fire by Imaz Arts. So, you've got, you know, just the Chimchar, Monferno, and Infernape here on this volcano. Very nice. Then we've got Pokemon Quest Sora versus Maylene Gym Battle by Will Dino Master 55. So this kind of fun idea of, sort of if it had the Pokemon world and it's fighting, I guess, Maylene here and her Lucario. Then we've got Pokemon DP E147 Monferno Total Dial 1 by G.D. Rosso. So I guess this combination of these two screenshots. We got Cynical here and a Chikorita here and Cynical again here. Yeah. Interesting. Monferno base by Skitty Chew Bases. So this nice base Monferno here. Yeah, very well done. And this doesn't contain a Monferno, so we'll move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I'll be streaming tonight at 9 p.m. CDT Central Daylight Time. We'll be trying to catch Latios, Groudon, and Rayquaza in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Infernape. As always, this is my proper outfit. You'll see me tomorrow.